This weekend we took Bumper and Reese down to Gundagai show on Saturday, and we took Tiger to Gunning show on Sunday. And Gunning was Lily's first time showing Tiger, and I'm so excited. She did a really good job. So we went to Gundagai. It was incredibly hot. I probably wouldn't have gone, but I decided, I don't know, a few weeks ago, a month or so ago, that I wasn't going to go to the New South Wales Welsh show. I was going to go down to the Welsh Nationals at Datura. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I should try and qualify Reese for the ARC, the Australian Ridden Welsh Championships competition. And I've never done any qualifiers for it. I've never planned to go down there, so I haven't bothered to do any of the qualifiers. And by the time I decided to do it, there was only one qualifier left in New South Wales, and that was at Gundagai. Hence, we went to Gundagai show. And it was incredibly hot. When we left there, it was 41 degrees. It was so hot that, yeah, if I hadn't have wanted to go specifically for that qualification, I wouldn't have done it. It was actually, the horses handled it really well, a lot better than Lily and I did. We really, really felt it. But Reese in particular was feeling good all day. He certainly didn't let the heat knock him around. But yeah, so we went down there for that. We were both riding, or Lily did Reese's lead class, and then I did his Ridden Welsh, and Lily had to go and finish getting ready and saddle Bumper up for the show hunter hack classes. So there's, no video of Reese's Ridden Welsh classes.
So Lizzie, what's in ring 3? You're not ring 2, you're ring 3.
Lily did his lead Welsh class. He got 3rd out of 3. And then we saddled up for the Ridden Welsh. We didn't get any video of his Ridden Welsh because Lily had to go and get ready for her hunter hack classes. You know how it is with shows. You've either got all the time in the world or it's, oh dear, quick, you better hurry. So anyway, she had to go off and finish plaiting him up and saddle him up and get organised and get herself on, which, well, she actually had to come back to the ring because I had the mounting block there because I can't get on without it with my knee surgery, and realistically even without my knee surgery. So anyway, there's no video of Reese's ridden classes for the Welsh. He did the ridden section D. He's the only one in it. He won. Woo! And then in champion, he was feeling quite fresh, like I said, and he humped his way into the extended canter around the rings, which is not exactly ideal. It was just a bouncy canter, really. And yeah, so he ended up, he got reserve champion. The section B I think it was. Yes. Got champion, and then the second place came in and challenged for reserve, and then we got reserve champion ridden Welsh, which was nice. And then we did the ARC class, which, like I said, I've never done before. I probably should have known the workout, but I didn't. I didn't ever think about there being a set workout. And he went pretty well in that, and once again, he was the only D. So we did that. I had to run in his leg class in my log boots, and it was terrible. It was absolutely horrible. And then I hadn't factored in that I have to get back on to do the champion. And so I had to trot out of the ring, back to my step ladder out on the side of the ring to hop back on. And Reese was going, "Oh my goodness, I'm so scared of that rosette." Been quite silly. So we had to deal with that, and then I jumped back on, and by the time I got out to the ring, I had the most massive rub on my foot from my long boots, and I'm so glad I didn't have to get off and run him again, because I just physically couldn't have done it. But anyway, we went in and we worked around for the champion ARC, and he won that, so that was pretty good. I was really happy with that. He worked quite well by then. It was really hot by then. Lily had gone off to get Bumper ready, and she'd come back and she was ready for the hunter classes, and I thought I had time to take Reese back to the float and get back before her hunter classes, but I did not. I took him back, and by the time I got back, she was in the champion show hunter hack class, so I'd missed videoing any of her classes, and it turns out she only went in one class, and that was the open, and he won that. And it's very frustrating, these ag shows that you have to pre-enter for, because you never know how the day is going to pan out. You don't know what's going to clash. You don't know what classes you're actually going to get into. Gundagai had 2 rings. Do you enter both rings and just hope that you waste your money? Do you enter one ring, and then if you don't go any good, you don't have the chance to go in the second ring? So I entered both rings. So Bumper was entered in 6 classes, and he only made it in 1, because she missed childs 2 in the first ring because they just didn't call it, which is that little bit more frustrating, because they did actually have a list of entries in the ring, and they knew there was people entered in it, and they just didn't call it, and the announcer was calling stuff that was like nowhere near what they were actually doing in the ring. So it's a bit frustrating to waste all that money on entries that you don't get to use. But anyway, she got reserve champ, Bumper got reserve champion show hunter hack in the first ring, so that's good. You can't really be bummed about getting a broad ribbon in the first ring. So that was his day. He did 1 class and a champion and went back to the float. And Reese I'd entered Reese in the second ring of the show hunter Galloways, and I wasn't planning on plating him or anything. I just kind of went, we'll enter, and we'll see what happens. And I couldn't put my boot back on because my foot was so sore, and I'm a bit dramatic about it. And so Lily, she hopped on, and we saddled him back up again, and she went out, and it was so hot, and they were just trying to get through everything as quick as they could be. So they just worked 4 classes on the ring together and just gave the ribbons individually and to the champion at the same time. So he won his open heavyweight Hunter Galloway and Childs. So yeah, and that was their day really at Gundagai. I'm a bit disappointed we didn't get more written video, but we'll make a nice short video. I've probably spoken more than we'll have actually video of horses working.
Ring 2, the champion in reserve, Dale Hunter Hack. So that the events from 246, 247, 248, 249, 250, 251, 252. That's the champion and reserve champion, Dale Hunter Hack in ring 2.
both those classes to finish. And in this open metre 25 class, we're looking for Jess Grossman, Smith Beresford, Jake Tomlinson, Kylie Cooley and Claire Anderson. Those are the first 5 riders in draw order. So we're looking for Jess Grossman, first cab off the rank. Can't see you in the practice ring, Jess. You're the first rider.
So then we took Tiger to Gunning just for his lead Welsh class. It's not a particularly great Welsh program at Gunning. It was just lead section C or D, stallion or colt, and then they have one champion for all the Welsh together, all the sections. And yeah, he won his C or D class. He was the only one in it, and he went in for champion. Lily showed him. She did a really good job. He was reasonably well behaved, which is good. She's showing him at Canberra. And yeah, the section B won champion, the section A got reserve, and Tiger had a good run and a nice outing, and Lily had a good practice for Canberra. So that was a nice short day for us at Gunning. Gunning's pretty close to us, so it was a quick day. We didn't have to get there early. His class wasn't on until a little ways in the program. The only downside of that is there's no parking when you get there. But I did actually manage to nab a nice little neat spot close to the ring, and it was actually easy to get out of too, which I was a bit concerned about at the time. But anyway, we got the job done and off we went home. And it's good to be home at lunchtime on a show day, especially after how long Saturday felt. It actually wasn't that long a day. We were home at quite a decent time, but it was just so hot. It was 41 degrees when we left Gundagai. And yeah, that was our weekend. All systems go for Canberra now. It'll only be Tiger going to Canberra because, yeah, I won't take both of them. Sydney's the only show I take both of them to because it's just far too stressful. Anyway, this is the Gunning video.
Ring 3 is now ready for best mane and tail. Class 319 for minute change. So here in class 319, best mane and tail. And you all love a good mane and tail, so you make your way to ring 3. All those in class 231, please stand by at ring 2. Again, all those in class 231. Class 231 is now ready in ring 2. So if you're in class 231, here's the final call. Please make your way to ring 2. Again, that's class 231 to ring 2. Ring 3 is now ready for the class 320 320. So if you're in class 320, stallion, 4 years and over, please make your way to ring 3.
thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.